Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. We are going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation reading here shortly. Thank you so much for all of you who tune in on a regular basis. I appreciate you. I appreciate your love towards me and your love towards the channel, all of your emails and messages in the comments. Thank you so much. Last week, um, there was amazing sharing of the content, and I was looking at the analytics, and for the amount of videos and the amount of subscribers, we had 2 shares on average for every video. Okay, so there was like 820 something shares or something of the content. So thank you so much, Divine Source, Aravat, the Great I Am, Ancestors, Sanhedrin Council, Galactic Federation. We invite you in, ancestors of the collective and ancestors of the investigators. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Justice League. Thank you so much. You are definitely on the list of supporters. Thank you so much. All right. So, Divine Source. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck. On the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Hope everyone's day is going well. Hope you're enjoying your lunch. If you're not done with your lunch break, or if it hasn't started, I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you have. Split it. Got the Magician. So alchemizing, alchemical force. All right. Be aware, collective. Okay. Be aware. Okay. Investigators, you probably cannot be so discriminating, perhaps, but collective, be discriminating when you're listening to these individuals on YouTube or anywhere else, okay, who claims to be speaking the truth, okay? I've posted in the communities page, okay, a karmic ass reader who's saying that homosexual and lesbian relationships are divine unions. Okay, I posted that video. Okay, her video. All right, I posted that video. Okay, in the comments or in the post community page. Okay, again, you can listen to whoever you want to, just like your sexual whatevers. Okay, promiscuities. You can do whatever you have free will, but that don't make it righteous. When divine said, be fruitful and multiply, how do you bring forth star seeds? How do you bring forth earth angels, okay, in a homosexual relationship? Okay? Can a male have a child? Okay? All right? And can a female licking another female bring forth a divine union? The answer is no, obviously, right? Or bring forth a divine child? No. Okay, so being fruitful and multiplying is part of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you, Shakti. Okay, Divine Source. What needs to come out? What do we need to hear? What do the investigators need to hear? What is it that needs to be revealed at this time for this collective reading? Okay, this is a collective investigation read, so FBI, CIA, DEA, okay? Anything out that comes out here could be relevant for your investigations, okay? I always encourage you to meditate on your cases before you go out for the day. Meditate on your cases, investigators, before you head out for the day, okay? I have been resting a lot, okay? And so doing some esoteric travel and connecting to my brother Enoch, okay? That is Archangel Metatron. He is the keeper of the Akashic records, okay? And he is the master scribe, okay? So we have the devil on the floor and communication on the floor, okay? So the devil on the floor and communication on the floor, okay? Someone's trying to slow you down, investigators. That's what I'm getting. Someone's trying to slow you down, investigators. This is why it's important for you to ascend too, okay? not just wake up, have your coffee, eat a donut, and go to work. Okay? That's not it. Okay? Landing on Lucifer on top of the stack. Landing on Lucifer on top of the stack, we have the moon card. Okay? So the devil on the floor, Lucifer on the top of the stack, and the moon card definitely hiding something. Okay? Divine source. Okay? We slap Apophis and Jezebel in the face with our truth. We slap Apophis and Jezebel in the face with our truth. Okay? We speak boldly. Okay? Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Someone was touching my right ear just now. Ancestors, divine source. Okay. Again, a lot of esoteric travel and meditations today. I often use a tuning fork meditation. There's a tuning fork. There's several on YouTube. A tuning fork meditation. Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. Behind Lucifer, we have a bachelor party. Okay. So someone could be in line for a marriage. Okay. Someone could be in line for marriage. All right. A bachelor party. It could be a bachelorette party, obviously, right? Okay. So divine source, we will place these cards within the stack. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, reveal to us divine source, this Nine of Pentacles truth. We have, again, the Eight of Wands for communication, divine source, ancestors, reveal to us this communication or what is blocking it or who is hindering it, investigators, or karmics doing spell work on investigative agencies and investigators. Okay. Again, we have Apophis. We have the devil. Okay. Next, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So you are hard at work, doing what you need to do with whatever you have. Okay. You may have minimal income at this time. You're doing well with whatever you have. You're managing it well, okay? You're budgeting it well, okay? And yes, the less you have, the more strict and stringent you have to be about what you have, okay? All right? I remember, Divine is bringing a dream back to me. Divine is bringing a dream back to me, okay, about Kevin, okay? He's the warlock, okay, that murdered my father in 1974, okay? For those of you who do not know, all right? We have Leo, okay? All right. Today I watched one of Kobe Bryant's games. Okay, that was something that I did. So I spent some time with Mamba today. Okay, I love him. I love him dearly. All right. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles. So look, we're going 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see that? You see that? Something's in order. Something's lined up. Something's in perfect timing. Something's in perfect timing. It's all about producing on earth what you're meant to get as far as your wealth of some sort, whatever that happens to be. Again, you're doing the work, collective, okay? Again, with whatever resources you currently have. And here we are with the Five of Pentacles, okay? So coming out of whatever stagnation, poverty, robbing Peter to pay Paul, okay? Divine beings, we don't rob anybody to give anything to anyone, okay? But again, management of the resources that you currently have. We have a genuine energy, genuine offer coming in, okay? And the Ace of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment right here. And the Ace of Cups, divine source. Thank you so much for whoever this is for. Again, I'm your biggest cheerleader, okay? I'm your biggest cheerleader. Divine beings, not karmic asses. And speaking of karmic asses, welcome in, karmic asses. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, this could be the energy that has been blocking whatever is coming towards you as far as your abundance here on earth is concerned. Okay, all right. And I'm getting strong energy right over here above my. I'm getting strong pressure right here. All right. So again, pay attention to your physical body. Okay. Uh, uh, Say it, truth speaker, earth angel. Say it, healer. Okay. You could resonate with being an earth angel. Look at this. Investigators or collective and collective high priestess. Okay. That's you. Okay. That's you. You could be finding out that you are an earth angel. Okay. And we have the moon card for something that is not revealed, something that is hidden, information, news, paperwork, reports, money, whatever that is, some type of truth or something that belongs to you that is still hidden, whatever that happens to be. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull these cards from the stack and see what it is that divine wants to see. Okay. Because, yeah. All right. Divine, where does this card? Okay. So to start, and again, thank you so much and welcome in. All right. I appreciate you. First, we have Gaia. Okay. That is the earth. Okay. So when we go into the divine beings on this earth, when we go into full age of Aquarius, one of the things that happens is the awakening of Gaia. Okay. So Gaia has been asleep for eons because of man's mistreatment of her. Okay. Gaia is a feminine energy. Okay. So the mistreatment of Gaia, of the earth. Okay. The earth has been asleep for a long time. And Gaia is ready to awaken. Okay. All right. And that is on one side of the moon. And we have someone who enjoys sex with four-legged beasts. Okay. Someone who enjoys sex with four-legged beasts. Okay. Dogs, horses, whatever, cats, whatever. Okay. The moon card. Okay. I'm looking at the name Peter. Okay. So someone's Peter. Okay. A four-legged animal's Peter is in some female. Okay. And again, that's not known by their friends, not known by their family. Okay. Yeah. Next, we have lied on official paperwork. Ooh, so Divine's reminding me about the dream. Also, so I tell you that I was at the Rock of Central Florida. That's a religious organization in Sanford, Florida, right? And I was there for 20 years after the military. Divine Source sent me there. Okay, I knew where I was going before I even got out of the military in 2002 or 3. I knew where I was going. Okay, and Divine Source is now exposing some things in that city. I posted, return to sender. Yep, see, they don't. Yeah, buddy. We exposing your ass. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance in the sword. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Jeremiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Azrael. Protect my throat chakra, please. Thank you. So, there's a police officer that's been arrested in Sanford, Florida for fraud and misconduct. Okay. 70, 80 charges, 80 different charges. A police officer, 80 different charges. He's just been arrested right there in the same city, a couple blocks down from the Rock of Central Florida, and where the karmic Scorpio and all them sorry ass motherfuckers live. Same city. Get their ass. Okay, so someone lied on official paperwork. Police officer. Okay. That is on the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so you are doing all that you can do. Okay, that was my favorite saying of the military. I think now it's Army of One or something like that. But I loved be all that you can be. Get an edge on life in the army. Okay, whoa. Okay, I like that. Okay, be all you can be, and that's the healer energy. You hear the sirens? Okay, so be all you can be. Okay, next. I love bombed you in a previous life and murdered you. I love bombed you in a previous life and murdered you. Okay, so again, we've been here before. This is my 10th and final journey here personally. Okay, but we've been here before. This is why deja vu happens. Okay, it can't be explained any other way. It can't be explained any other way. Confirmation, Bert. So, whoever came against you this time, okay, divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever came against you, same demonic spirit, Apophis or Pep, Jezebel, whoever this dark ass energy is, the serpent, whoever that is, they did come against you in a previous lifetime when you were on a divine journey for a divine union or abundance on earth or whatever. You could be royalty, okay? And they took you out for your money, for your inheritance, for your journey, destiny swapping. They took you out in that last lifetime or previous lifetime. Okay. If you meditate, okay, and you do the spiritual work, again, Archangel Metatron, Enoch will grant you access to your Akashic records. Okay. Not to anyone else's, to yours. Okay. I love bombed you in a previous life and murdered you. Okay. That is on the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Hard at work. Okay. Hard at work. So you're just waiting for one more pentacle, whatever that pentacle is, the truth. Okay. Here's that one pentacle right here. Okay. That still hasn't been turned over to you, whatever that is. Okay. Here's the one pentacle. Okay. I prostitute my son or daughter for money. Okay. This could be now or in the past. I prostitute my son or daughter for money. Okay. Next, on the strength card, okay? On the strength card, okay? You could be a Leo sun sign, Leo moon sign, Leo north node, rising, Venus, ascendant sign, okay? Leo, okay? And we have the name, investigators, we have the name McAfee, okay? McAfee, okay? Could be another Mac, okay? This could be someone you went to amusement parks with or someone you went to an amusement park with, okay? Who took you out in a previous lifetime. Thank you so much, everyone, for the likes and the live. All right. Hope you're doing well. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles. On these names, Phyllis, Phillips, Phyllis, Philip, Phillips, and Phelps. Okay. Investigators, collective, as it resonates. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. We know about Michael Phelps. Okay. We've looked up Phyllis Hyman. So Phyllis Hyman, okay, she, this lifetime, Phyllis Hyman had a rough last lifetime there. She was known as Phyllis Hyman. A rough. If you do not know Phyllis Hyman's story, woo, okay. So this could be her right now, okay, or in that lifetime, okay. This could be her. She had a very, very rough journey, that lifetime. Again, that we know her as Phyllis Hyman, okay? Philip and Bailey, the names Philip and Bailey investigators. Shannon, Carolyn, and Shane could be significant. They could be the ones who tried to steal, take you out. These could be hit men, hit women, okay? Next, we have Calvin, Kelsey, Kingsley. Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley. Looking at the initials, investigators, look at these, or listen to these initials. RJ, KJ, SJ, AJ, LJ, and OJ. Okay? Calvin, Kelsey, Kingsley. Okay? All right? Also, Heiser, Hayes, Hines, Henderson. Okay? These could be the gang stalkers. These could be the doppelgangers. These could be the low vibrational beings that tried to come and take you out once again this lifetime. But this lifetime, you were awake enough and you were paying attention. Again, same thing with readers. You can listen to anybody. Okay? But what's the truth? Okay? What's the truth? All right? Remember, this is a collective reading, so take only what resonates. That means what easily fits. Okay? The dream. Okay? So the dream that Divine Source is reminding me of. So the dream that Divine is reminding me of is years ago, I had a dream in regards to Kevin. And again, he's the warlock who's serving a 40 to 60-year prison sentence in a Saginaw, Michigan prison right now. Okay. And I was happy to be a part of the witness team in 2014 that put his ass there, or prosecution team that put his ass there. Okay. And in this dream, we were we were leaving the house and everybody was dressed in their Sunday's best. Okay. Everybody. Okay. The names Shanita, Yolanda, Jacqueline, David, Kevin, Janet could resonate for your investigation or your journey collective. Okay. So we all got into this van and I don't know where we were going. I was the only one not dressed in Sunday clothes. Okay. I was the only one. I was in pajamas. Okay. So you're doing something even as you're sleeping. Okay. You're winning even as you're sleeping. As you rest, they're still getting their ass kicked. Okay. So we didn't go to church. Okay. We went to a parking garage and in this parking garage, and again, this is a dream. I had this dream probably might be 10 years ago now. I'd have to look in the journal and see, but, he pulled into this parking garage. Okay. Also the name Christina. Okay. Or Tina. Okay. And we all get out and we start walking right out of the parking lot. You know how you walk down the cement stairs. Okay. There was no elevator. And so communication coming in. Okay. Someone has bad eating habits. This destroys your energy. This slows down your energy, your spiritual energy. Okay. Bad eating habits does communication. And, we were going down the stairs, and I look over the side, and I see this dark shadow, a black shadow, like off in the distance against the wall or in the tree or in the brush or whatever. Okay. And at that time, it immediately switched, and I was holding Kevin's legs. He was upside down, and I was holding his legs. Okay. About to drop him. Okay. And what I was saying to him was, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you forfeited $40 million. And it was specifically in that dream, I stated $40 million. Okay. And I said, I can't believe you wasted $40 million, blah, blah, blah. Again, he was a polygamist. So he had at one time, in one given time, he had 7, 8 women working for him at one time, going to work for him. He was a lazy ass. He did not work. He hasn't had a job since 1980. Okay. A lazy ass. Okay. And so I'm sitting there holding him over this. I can't believe it. When he's like, I'll pay it back. I'll pay it back. I'll give it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right. And so I'm sitting there. And when I get done speaking, everybody else is just standing behind me. They're just standing there. Right. And I let him go. Okay. And I let him go. And I looked down there and he was down there on the ground. Okay. And we walk away back to the van. And when we turn around, there were two black shadow beings carrying him away. Two black dark beings carrying him away. Okay. $40 million. Okay. All right. So with this Seven of Pentacles, okay, you're hard at work. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles, you are recognizing your hard work. Okay. Your ancestors could be appreciating you. Okay. Saying thank you for doing what you do. They could be saying thank you to Luis, or Luis could be part of the dark side. Okay. All right. Again, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles out here. Okay. So he could have been doing this through corrupt businesses, or this is something else, investigators. Okay. I'm looking at 7-7. Okay. 7-7, 1977. Okay. Someone could be 77 today who's in this energy. Willis, Williams, Williamson, and William. Investigators. Willis, Williams, Williamson, and William. Okay. Luis William. Okay. Do we have any other? I don't think we have any. It could be Phyllis Williamson, Philip Williams, however. Okay. Something about a sister, yours or someone else's. Okay. On the other side of Willis, Williams, Williamson, and William, we have the devil and we have corruption. So one of these names out here is definitely, I'm reminded of the pedophile Wayne Williams. Wayne Williams. Someone's name could be Wayne, okay, WW, first name, last name, same initial, okay, in Georgia, okay. Again, there's something funny about that case, okay. Wayne Williams, okay. He was charged in the 80s, I think, or late or early 90s with murdering several brown children, okay. Okay, so someone could be 30 years old and still live with their parents, live in the basement of their parents' house. You know what I'm saying? Grown ass man or woman. And again, we all go through challenging times. I was homeless 3 times, twice while on dialysis because of the witchcraft done by the warlock. Okay. So someone could be well into their adult years and still living with their mother and father, mother or father. Okay. We have an engineer out here, investigators, an engineer. Someone's an engineer, civil or otherwise, okay? An engineer, their occupation, okay? That could be a spiritual engineer, okay? You could be a spiritual engineer. Looking at the names, Alton and Brandy, okay? Obviously, it could be Alton Brand. We know that celebrity energy all of the time on this channel, okay? San Francisco could be in significant investigators, Alton and Brandy, okay? We know Brandy, the music artist, Moesha, okay? We know Brandy, all right? Also, Alberta and Alethea or Albert is significant, okay? Here's the genuine offer. It could come from any one of those names. Sloppy Joe, okay? So, for lunch, or Joe is sloppy, okay? Josephine could be sloppy, okay? Next. We have Jamila, Jamie, and Jamil, okay? Investigators Collective, Jamila, Jamie, okay? And Jamila. That is on the High Priestess. There's something about a child sex trafficking ring. So Oprah Winfrey might be the next celebrity exposed for a child sex trafficking ring, okay? Oprah Winfrey could be the next one exposed by the divine beings on this planet, sent here to heal the nations and bring the truth. Oprah Winfrey could be the next one exposed for a child sex trafficking ring, okay? That is a corrupt business, okay? She claims that that school in Africa is there to teach the children. Yeah, okay. Something about the trickle-down effect, okay? Okay? You know what they say about shit? It rolls downhill, baby. It rolls downhill. So as you ascend, collective, divine masculine, divine feminines, as you ascend and you climb out of the shit pile that they dug for you or piled on top of you, okay? That shit will roll downhill and it will hit them right here, okay? They're getting hit right here. Rooster, confirmation, okay? So, trickle-down effect. Someone's getting hit with the same shit they tried to send to you. Someone's getting hit with the same shit they tried to send to you. And closet racist. Tulsa, Oklahoma investigators. This says, do you believe you can walk on water? So, do you believe in the miraculous? Do you believe that divine can pull you up out of the muck and mire? Where is your faith? Where is your faith? Do you believe that divine source can pull you up out of the muck and mire? Investigators, do you believe that divine source and your ancestors can speak to you and show you ways to circumvent and surpass earthly processes to bring about the justices here on this earth needed for the collective and for you, your bloodline, because you are part of this too. You're not just an investigator. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, just like me, just like the others listening. Do you believe you can walk on water? Okay, human trafficking. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Any of these names out here, investigators could be associated with it. Okay, this is what it is. Human resources. That's what it is. All right. The name Tiffany. Okay. Tiffany Haddish. Okay. So someone could be rough. Okay. And I don't know a lot about Tiffany Haddish. Okay. But I've heard her speak a couple of times. Okay. And I've seen her and I pick up, I am a high level empath and I pick up on individuals' auras. Okay. And so Tiffany Haddish is a rough. Yeah. She's rough. That's just how she is. Okay. Again, in some way, we are all a product of our environment. Okay, it's just a matter of how we choose to deal with that, how we choose to display that. We're all a product of our environment. So you could have grown up in drive-by communities and all of that. Just because you grew up in drive-bys and drugs and all of that, that doesn't mean you have to become that. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to be a product of that and mirror that image. That's not what that means. Okay. Freemasons are behind the evil against you, okay? Freemasons are behind the evil against you, okay? And here's a confirmation on your ascension and the work that you're doing that's bringing about the justice. I am now paying for the spell work I sent to you, okay? So someone now is in the Five of Pentacles, okay? Someone right now is in the Five of Pentacles who took you out in a previous lifetime. They took you out in a previous lifetime. Now they're in the Five of Pentacles. Okay? They don't have enough to rob Peter to pay Paul I just got. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. Okay? Divine source. Let's go ahead and move these around here. We're going to go ahead and get some messages and some karmics out, energy out here. I don't think this is going to be a very long reading. Okay? Again, I've been meditating a lot, okay, today, and in communication with our esoteric guides and those who have our best interest at heart in the esoteric. Okay. All right. So where should we start? Divine. Okay. So let's go ahead and divine source reveal to us The energy of anyone out here, their names, the energy of anyone out here, their name, what they do, what they're doing. Show the investigators the truth, okay? So that the investigators know, all right? Again, one of the challenges with someone who's educated, or highly educated, I will say, one of the challenges, let's say a doctor, okay, a medical doctor, or someone who has a doctorate degree. One of the challenges, hey, Christina, one of the challenges with those who are highly educated, okay, is they have so much earthly knowledge that they're no spiritual good. They have so much earthly knowledge that there's no spiritual good. So a doctor who has a passion to heal may be completely unaware that it's a spiritual healing journey that they are to be on with their patients, and not writing drug prescriptions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm just getting intoxicating human beings. Okay. Because that's what that is. They write you a manufactured pill prescription. Okay. And you go put something in your body that's manufactured by man. Again, I was there. Okay. When I left the transplant facility in 2017, I had 17 different pills that I had to take twice a day for the kidney transplant, and a gargle for bacteria, okay, to prevent infection. All right. Today I take nothing, and I haven't taken an anti-rejection medication. And look that up. If you are a medical professional, you probably like, oh my God, he hasn't taken any anti-rejection meds. Go look up anti-rejection meds for kidney transplant. That's supposed to be a lifetime thing. I haven't taken one in 2 years. Okay, and I'm better than ever. Okay, so we have the microdoser. Okay, so someone who overindulges. Okay, someone who overindulges. Most likely the individual who tried to take you out before. Over drinking, multiple love relationships. Okay, so all at the same time. Again, the first card out here, I think, or one of the first, was they have sex with four-legged beasts. Okay, so someone who has sex with four-legged beasts, you most assuredly, okay, can know that, yeah, they are one who probably has orgies and all that other kind of shit. Okay, they may sleep with their siblings, they may sleep with their sons and daughters, they may sleep with their parents. Because if you're willing to do this, you have no boundaries. You have no boundaries. Okay? And the ghost. So someone could have ghosted you. Okay? Or you finally ghosted them. And when you did, then you began to see the light. When you got the strength to walk away, collective, you began to see the light. Okay? 8/8. Okay? August 8th. Okay? A comfort pet. I did see the name Sadie out here. Okay? I didn't say it, but I did see the name Sadie out here. Okay? The comfort pet. Okay? Someone could have a fur baby that looks like this. Okay? Like Staffordshire Terrier, or American Pit Bull. Okay? Staffordshire Terrier, American Pit Bull type of, okay? Also American Bulldog. I had an American Bulldog. His name was Brutus. Okay? I had an American Bulldog. He lived to be 15. His name was Brutus. Okay? So Brutus and Sadie, I love you, babies. I love you. I love you. All right? So someone's remote viewing you. Oh yeah, I hope Connor's doing well. Mm-hmm. Remote viewing, okay? Virtual reality, that is the Matrix. Just FYI, virtual reality, that is the Matrix, okay? That is the tomfoolery I just got. That is the tomfoolery. The Matrix, the 3D, the programming on TV, in school, okay? They taught us that Christopher Columbus discovered America. but he didn't. There are already indigenous beings here in that country, on that land, before Christopher Columbus. How many other lies did they tell us, collective investigators? How many other lies did they tell us? Okay? They tell you that your vote counts. Do you believe that shit? Divine's exposing. They tell you that your vote counts. Do you really believe that shit? Okay? This is student loans for someone who's in debt. You could have debt, okay? And whatever's coming to you is going to help you be debt free, okay? So your credit score goes from 500 to 850. Your credit score goes from 600, okay, to 880. Okay? Someone could be in debt at this time, and that's why they came against you, tried to steal from you, okay? Or this debt speaks to a spiritual debt, okay? Someone's in the hospital, okay? That is a wheelchair with the medical records in the back, okay? Someone's sick, puking, throwing up, losing weight, can't eat, can't sleep, nausea. They just toe down, toe up from the flow up, as they say, okay? You see how you're able to grow in anything, collective? You see how you're able to grow in anything, okay? There's nothing else growing in this cesspool down here. There is nothing else growing except you. In the darkness, quietly, as you meditate, as you continue to cleanse your energy, as you do cord cutting, you are the only thing that came from the cesspool that was your family, okay? That was the religious organization you were a part of, that was the business employer you were a part of, whatever that is. You are the only one. You are the only bright spot in that whole heap of shit. You are the only bright spot, okay? Or were, if you're no longer there. Somebody's a lying sack of shit, smelly, okay? Again, this could be the individual who's sick. They could be smelly, okay? They could be smelly. This could be the individual who lets animals hump on them. This could be the corrupt business owner. This could be the corrupt police officer. This could be the closet racist. It could be Tiffany. It could be Willis, Williams, Williamson, okay? Any of the names that, Alton, Brandy. This could be anybody, okay? Smelly sack of shit. Okay? And finally, we have a mother. So, for some of you, it's your mother. Okay? Right foot heating up, right foot heating up. There's something about a shopping spree. Okay? So we're just going to go ahead and take the stack here, and we're just going to relocation. Okay, and the name Dwayne is out here all of the time, okay? So we're just going to go ahead, and I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to pull cards, okay? So I'm just going to pull cards. I'll just look at you, and I'll just pull a card. What does it say? Nana, okay? So that's Spanish for grandmother. Also, abuela is Spanish for grandmother. Nana, okay? Could be something about nanotechnology, okay? Nana, okay? Elon Musk. The name Charles, investigators Charles, Chuck, Chucky, Charlie, male or female. Charlie Sheen, okay? So there's a womanizer, okay? Charlie Sheen, and a drug addict. Charlie Sheen. Okay, there's blood evidence, investigators. There's blood evidence, okay? Look at this. This says your daughter is with your ex, okay? Your daughter is with your ex. So Roxanne and Alexis, y'all nasty ass motherfuckers licking on each other? Roxanne, Alexis, y'all nasty ass licking on each other, or this is some other ex? The name Steve Stephen Colbert, okay? Stephen King. I'm getting Lucci. I'm getting the name Lucci, okay? Thank you so much, everyone, for your likes. Thank you so much, everyone, all right? Steve, okay? The female version of the name Steve or Stephen is Stephanie, okay? Steve, okay? Next, we have the name Michelle and the Navy, okay? Michelle and the Navy, all right? Okay. You're going from the caterpillar to the butterfly collective. You're going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. We have North Korea. Again, that's racist energy. Okay, that's racist energy. Steve Coffey. Yeah, Steve Coffey. Okay, so North Korea. Also, someone could be a coffee addict, you know. So they have 7 and 8 cups of coffee a day. Again, investigators, slow it down. Okay, a diuretic, and that's a dehydrator. Okay, coffee is a dehydrator. Okay, it might wake you up, but too much of it, like anything else. So secret society, George W. Bush. Again, the very first video, if you want, I encourage you to dissect your life as you're ascending and as you're doing this spiritual work collective. Dissect your life. Look back, go back to situations and people that you met along your lifetime, this lifetime. Okay. I did a study on my own journey regarding someone whose name is Thomas Weichert. Okay. His wife's name is Denise. Okay. And George W. Bush. He was George W. Bush's nurse from 2004 to 2008. He is now or was a pastor on staff at the Rock of Central Florida in Sanford, Florida, where that police officer just got arrested with 70 charges of fraud and misconduct in the same fucking city. He was at Fort Bragg with me. He was at Fort Stewart with me in Georgia. Fort Stewart, Fort Bragg, where else? He might have been in Germany with me. I was in Germany for 2 years, okay? Michelle Williams, yeah. Okay. George W. Bush, 3rd generation of Skull and Bones. His father, George Herbert Walker Bush, was, okay? And George Herbert Walker Bush's father, okay? That secret society is on the campus of Yale University and has been there since George Herbert Walker Bush's father moved it there along with whoever else was a part of this organization. There's something about Secret Service, okay? Watching you, watching me. What's up, Secret Service? Do your job, okay? Before you get punched in the mouth. And not by me. You could get punched in the mouth by me, okay? But energetically, ancestors punch you in the mouth, okay? What did I say? When I first came on, I don't know how many of you were already in here. When I first came on Justice League, was I not speaking about the age of Aquarius? When we come fully into the age of Aquarius and Gaia opens up, I told you. And Gaia awakens, okay? A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go or save the whole day dreaming. A whole new world. Okay? Here it comes. I hope you're ready. Okay? Something's like Natalie Holloway. Okay? So investigators, okay, you might want to review the Natalie Holloway case and look at your cases, okay? Also, I'm getting a confirmation for Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, okay? The Spirit of Omaha. We're going to look that up real quick. The Spirit of Omaha. I'm going to try to keep this right at an hour, okay? The Spirit of Omaha. But something is like Natalie Holloway. So something's like someone goes on vacation and they go missing. Okay. Again, her mother's name is Elizabeth. Okay. She goes by Beth, I believe. Right. Her mother, okay, has now the opportunity and is, okay, to alchemize her daughter's slaying into saving hundreds or thousands of lives, i.e. Tamron Hall, i.e. John Walsh. Okay. There are many. Okay. Also, Keanu Reeves. Anyone who's lost someone, again, the biggest, the toughest journeys are given to those who are the strongest. The toughest journeys are given to those who are the strongest. Okay? Like Natalie Holloway. And someone's in for a rude awakening. Okay? So let's look up the Spirit of Omaha. I don't even know what that is. Okay? I did get that. Okay? Spirit of Omaha. What is, and thank you so much again for tuning in. The Spirit of Omaha spiritually connects to the rich traditions of the Omaha tribe. Again, someone here resonates with this, focusing on resilience against the wind. Resilience against the wind. Reverence for Wakanda, the great spirit in nature. Come on, Gaia, divine source, just speak to me. Just speak through me. Just use me until you use me up, okay? Somebody used you until they used you up and threw you out to the dogs, okay? The path of the Milky Way for the dead and deep respect for the four winds and the cardinal directions symbolizing life, hardship, and cleansing. It also encompasses the city of Omaha's diverse modern spiritual scene, from historical churches and diverse faiths. Spirit of Omaha. Learn something new every day when you go within. You learn something new every day when you go within. Okay? Wow. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, ancestors. Again, meditating brings forth these things to you. Okay? Brings forth these things to you. Okay? Healing arrives in many forms. Okay? Healing arrives, okay, on this earth. Healing arrives through financial means. Healing arrives through love. Healing arrives through isolation. Okay? Hermit mode. Okay? Healing arrives through those things. Again, rejection is protection every time, always, and always will be. Rejection is protection. When your ancestors, okay, take someone out of your energy, don't go crawling back to them. Okay? When your ancestors take someone out, don't go crawling back to them. Okay? What are we doing with time? 54. Okay? All expenses paid. Okay? The names Marcellus, Marcy, and Maggie. Okay? Marcellus, Marcy, and Maggie. Okay? Marshall, U.S. Marshals, martial law. Okay? There are spiritual principles, okay, that these earthly beings, the humans, do not uphold. There are spiritual laws that the human beings on this planet do not uphold. They go against them. They have laws written to go against the spiritual laws. Check that out. They have earthly laws that go against spiritual principles. Okay? Someone's a chef or a baker, okay, and a two-time player. All right? Something about a BMW investigators, okay? This vehicle could be in the trees, in the woods, on fire. You could find a body in this vehicle, any BMW, or that's someone's initials, okay? You could be having pizza for lunch or had pizza for lunch. If so, that's a confirmation that something in here resonates for your journey. Optimist, okay? Someone needs to get a DNA test, okay? Start looking for travel destinations. That's starting to come out here. So that's a confirmation for the 5 of Pentacles, to the 6 of Pentacles, to the 8 of Pentacles, to the 9 of Pentacles, to the 10 of Pentacles, to the Ace of Cups. Okay? Okay? So if you want to know the difference between a polygamous and a polyamorous individual, a polygamous is a man who has many women. A polyamorous individual is a woman who has many men. That's the difference. Okay? So your mama could be a polyamorous individual. Okay? 70s kids. Someone born in the 70s, between 70 and 79, or someone's in their 70s and they're immature. I said 77 earlier. Okay? Someone could be 77 and they're childish as hell. Okay? Next. I said her name. And it says Roxanne is evil, demonic, karmic, possessed. Roxanne. Okay? She could be a drug addict. This could be some other Roxanne, but it's definitely that Roxanne. Okay? Someone could have gotten silicone implants with your money collective, silicone implants, or some other type of body augmentation. Jerome, that's the player from the Himalayas. That's the player. Okay, where'd that card go? I don't know where that card went, right? Two-time player, wherever that card is. Yeah, wherever that card is. Jerome, okay? Divine source, let's go ahead and let's get some messages. Okay, how about that? Let's get some messages. Again, thank you so much, as always. Okay, there's 442 subscribers, 442. Okay, 442. So you could be seeing 2222. Okay, 442 subscribers currently on the channel. Okay, 442. Okay, we have just a few messages. Again, thank you so much for tuning in during your lunch hour. I know you could be doing a whole lot of other things other than listening to me, but I appreciate it. Okay, and again, thank you so much for the love, whether it's an email, a share of the content, or what have you. Okay, don't listen to readers who tell you that somebody who's karmic is coming back to you and you should accept them back into your life. Never, never. When I say never, I mean never. Because how many times do you hear in the news that someone accepted someone back into their life and then they didn't live to see another day? Don't. I don't care who it is. I don't care how much you love them. If you feel like you're being lured back into them, you need to do some serious cord cutting. If you feel like you're being lured back into them, you need to do some serious cord cutting. Okay? Homosexual and lesbian relationships are not fruitful and multiply. You cannot do that. Okay? 7 of Swords. I have a habit of deceiving, lying, wearing a mask. It's hard for me to believe that someone would like me for who I really am. I feel more optimistic about life and ready to get out of my shell, to share my joy and my ideas with you and the rest of the world. Okay? 10 of Cups. The love between us is overflowing and we can use it to build a family, to help others, or to save the planet. Okay? I love you. Okay? So this is a divine masculine, divine feminine union that is geared up to bring starseeds, healers, and light workers into this planet. Okay? That is the divine union. Okay? That is the divine union. Not male on male and female on female. Again, when has that ever produced a child? Ever. Don't let these karmic ass readers sit out here and tell you that bullshit. Don't let them sit out here and tell you that bullshit. Okay? We have judgment. Okay, when we started, we had justice on the bottom of the stack. Okay, when we started, we had justice on the bottom of the stack. The number 20, in the past, I was making choices in a careless or superficial way. Now I feel I have a higher duty and everything I do must have a deep meaning. Okay, so in some cases, your divine feminine or divine masculine counterpart, they wake up and you come back together. Okay, again, a divine union. Okay, but again, if they're karmic, I don't care if they are your divine masculine or divine feminine. Don't bring their ass back into your energy. Don't let them back into your life, because they will fuck you over. I'm telling you, they will fuck you over, and you will be the one in the casket. And they get to spend all your money because they had life insurance policies on you. Finally, the 10 of Pentacles. My family is very dear to me and I want you as a part of it. But also to build one, again, divine union, build one in which I can provide for all of your needs. Okay? So 10 of Pentacles. We also have the 10 of Pentacles out here. Okay? All right? Let's go ahead and put these in the stack and see what happens. What divine shows us. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Someone wears a size 10 shoe. Okay. Someone wears a size 10 shoe. Okay. Something about a climactic event. So a big something is happening or will. Okay. All right. Size 10 shoe. And old school music. Okay. Arizona. And your IP address is tapped. Okay? The name's Mildred Campbell, Millie. Someone could have been trying to make you a martyr. Okay? So you can change your IP address. Okay? You can change your IP address. The name Chuck and Norris. We got Charles out here, so now we have Chuck and Norris. Okay? Chuck and Norris. All right? Thank you so much, collective, for always being a part of the journey. Those of you who are always tuned in, okay, someone's looking forward to this, okay, or there's Knights in Satan's Service. Knights in Satan's Service, okay? Pay attention. If you left a city recently or you moved away from a place recently, pay attention to the news that's happening in that community, okay? Go online, look up the news that's happening in that community if you recently left the community. You might be surprised. Okay? Investigators, someone fled overseas. Okay? Someone's stuck in the matrix. Someone's in Chicago or born in Chicago, or the liar's in Chicago, the Prince of Thieves in Chicago. Okay? Someone thinks you're sexy. The name Leah. A chance encounter. Okay? This could be with the divine counterpart. Okay? A chance encounter happened already or will. Okay? This is why you need to walk away. This is why no is protection. Okay? This is why no is protection. Okay? You won't ever hear from me. I'm too prideful. This is why you need to just walk away and work on your own healing. Okay? Work on your own healing. All right? Nasty sacral, that's definitely bestiality and incest and same-sex relationships. Again, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you want to be divine and fulfill your purpose here on this planet, this lifetime, it won't be done that way. Okay? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. My name is Nehru. Thank you so much, Justice League. Thank you so much, Christine. I'm not sure if anyone else has commented or what have you, but thank you so much, everyone. Okay? My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial. I am an earth angel. I am a light worker and a Gaia beacon. Born on the 333rd day of the year, healed myself of seizures at the age of 8, manifested a kidney that I received on 7/7/17, after the warlock and his coven did witchcraft against me, his polygamous women and concubines and all them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Did spell work and shit against me to cause me to go through dialysis for 4.5 years, okay? I am an ascended master. Here for the 10th and final time. Thank you so much as always. and be encouraged.